Hello, hello. This is Pauline from Pauline Art Stuff. And today I'm back with you for my completed pages of the month of February 2026. And I'm just laughing. I've got way too many finished pages. I don't know what came over me. I got so many. I don't even know how many exactly. I tried to count them and then I lost count at 33. And I was like, no, there are more. So I have no idea yet, but we're gonna find out today. So I'm gonna open my planner to the month of February. So this is my planner for the month of February with a lovely April sticker. I got these from Redbubble, and they are supporting her as an artist. So she gets a commission if you buy them from Redbubble. So as you can see, today it is the 25th actually. So we got still 3 more days left of the month. So I might add on another clip at the end of this video. But because I already done so much, as you can see, I was like, let's already start filming because this is insane. This is just insane. So this is everything that I colored so far. And I'm sure I'm going to add a few more before the month ends. What the hell is wrong with my nail? Nothing. Okay, good. Let's start, people. Let's just start because this is going to be a long one and a lot. Okay, my first book is Midnight Tea Party with Stuffed Animals by Pogi. This one. So yeah, this artist recently released a new one, but I don't like it. It is as if you've got a small victory book with all the little bits that is like filler pages stuff. And that's the whole book, basically. So yeah, of course I don't want the new one. But I colored in this one with my sister. Just look at this. Those are all the finished pages. There are a lot of them. Let's just say it like that. We started by picking one page, and that was the page with the house. Let me show them in order of how we did them. Yes, this is the one that she picked. So this was the official body that we were supposed to do. So it is a double page spread with the house and the little girl coming home with the car. And it is adorable, don't you think? It's adorable. Like, this was the first one that we did because we don't like the house. So we were like, let's get that out of the way. Let's get everything that is not so nice out of the way. And then we were flipping a book. And we were flipping a book. And we found more pages with the same house. So let's go back to this one. What do you see here? The house. Look what happened here. You see what I mean? It's like a copy, paste on this one. So it's like, let's go. We're also doing this one. So that was number 2 with a house. So of course we do both spreads. So that's what happened. So we finished both pages. So we started with this. So I used the same colors as I did already because I already had them on the character page. I used mainly my Polychromos pencils. And then I used an alcohol colorless blender to blend it out in the leaves and such, as you can see. Nice and smooth. And then I also did this one the next day. This one is really cute. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the bookcase, which I did not like. But the mouses are adorable. And yes, we found more house pages. Look at that. Another one. Another house page. So of course we did both of them as well. So yeah, that's where our story continued. So we did these two. This is actually really cute. Like, look at him in the door. So adorable. So that is that one. And then I also did this one. Yeah, really adorable, this one. But I tried to use the same colors on all of them. So it's like a color scheme that I've done on all of them this month. And then we weren't done yet because there's one more house page. It's this one. That's the most amazing page ever, don't you think? I already did this one, but my sister has done this one as well. So we've both done, like, I've done 7 pages and she's done 8 in this book this month. But yeah, this is an old one that I did in September for last year's Spacember. And I did this one this month because of the roof. It is a roof of the house. I first thought it was a fence. I'm spitting, people. I'm spitting. Okay, go on. Yeah, so I love this page. This is my favorite so far, I think. It's so warm and so cozy, so nice. Them sitting there all together, the cat, the little mousies. It's just a wholesome page. I just love it. And again, polychromos and the alcohol colorless blender. I love it. I just love that technique. All right, so those were all of my pages. So now I'm going to show you my sister's one because she did all of these as well, plus this one. So I will overlay these two on top of mine so you will see her page. As you can see, she always goes for muted colors and really soft, you know, soft coloring style. That's just the way she likes to color. She just likes to do pencils with little pressure, just one color per item basically, maybe a shading color, and that's it. That's how she prefers to color. And look how cute, so cute. I like how she colors her mousies. Like, I just love it. They're all different. She does the same in the bear book, the same one, like the Tokomeku bear book. She does the same. So yeah, that is really wonderful. So that is the first one that she did. So now let's go backwards. So now we go to this one with the house and the cat. So I will place her on top of mine. She also went for a white cat, as you can see. And her one is, again, really soft in look, but she also took the same color palette all over the page. She did the same as me, basically, only with her color palette, which I really like. So let's move on to the next double page that she did, which is this one, the house page. So I will place hers on top of mine again. As you can see, she went like the reverse of mine. I went for like a lot of orangey tone, and she used that on the curtains and the car and placed green on the roof. I think it's adorable. I think that's also a really nice choice for this kind of house, like a green cottage house. It's adorable. It's just adorable. That's all I can say. It's adorable. And then last, we got this page with the front door and the mousies in the cupboard. And she also did that one. But she decided not to cover the entire cupboard because it's a lot of brown on mine. So yeah, you can see that on hers. She didn't do that. She did think about maybe doing... Excuse me. She did think about doing like different colors behind them. But I think she decided not to in the end. So yeah, this was so much fun, people. Like, we went from 2 pages to 8 pages. What were we thinking? I had fun. I know for sure my sister had as well, but at some point we were just laughing at ourselves that we didn't even see all the house pages, and we just found more and more and more and more and more. Well, at least now we got all the house pages done in this lovely book. So I had a lot of fun with my sister. So that's everything that we did in Midnight Tea Party, which is a lot. I know, people, it is a lot. Then the next one that I did was in this lovely book, A Story of a Precious Cat by Nelco Neco. And I did a color along in this book, which is one that I actually picked for this month, because we only do a page once every 2 months, actually, with my buddy group that I'm in, which was started by Amy Ward Art. And for that one, we did a different page. Let me see. We did this one, which I shown you last month. So that was the page for the buddy group, but we always get 2 months, and I already finished this last month. So I picked one for myself, which was this lovely page, which is also a color along on the channel. And this is the polychromos pencils that I used to create the shading. But yeah, basically I did this. So I started with watercolor and then pencils and then some gold metallic paint on top. As you can see, there's gold everywhere, people. See, everywhere on the lanterns. It is gorgeous. I am so happy with the result. This is one of my least favorite pages, like the page itself, not how it came out. I love it now. But before I colored this page, I absolutely hated this page. I just did not like it at all because the lines are really dark. And I'm glad I put the metallic over it because that brightens it up. Same with this one. Like, that one is still really dark, even though, like, see, the paint pen is also on there. So if you flip it, it doesn't look as black, but you know what I mean. I am in love with this. I used all my favorites and I added the red for Lunar New Year because that is also this month, the Chinese New Year. And yeah, you can find this as a color along on my channel in the Nelco playlist, Nelco Neco playlist, which I will link up here in the the playlist. So if you want to check it out, I've got a lot of color alongs in this book in there. And I'm planning to keep doing that every single month. So you can expect color alongs from this book every month for the forthcoming future. I don't know how long I will keep it up, but as long as I'm enjoying myself, it will be a regular thing on the channel. So next up are actually my Disney color by numbers. So if you don't want to see those, you can skip to this timestamp. for the rest of my completed pages. So I will give you a few seconds to leave because I know some of you don't like to see these. Okay, so let's have a look. I finished 4 pages in this book. So this is Les Grands Classiques Tome 1, which was the first one in the series by Hachette Hero. And the first page that I did is this Simba and Timon page. And I chose the wrong colors, in my opinion. It's a bit dark, you know, this what on his nose, and Timon is a bit dark, but it's okay. It's like, as long as everything is too dark, it is fine. It still looks good, in my opinion. But yeah, I was testing out some new acrylic markers that I bought recently from AliExpress. I bought some Chinese brands just to test out, and they're not the worst. I've shown you them last time, I believe. I don't have any by hand, but it's fine. It is just a cheap one, like one of those free ink flowing ones, basically. They're pretty good. So if you find one of those, you could try them out. So this is the next one that I did, which is Maleficent. Look at her evilness. It is gorgeous. I like this one. Like, yes, it's a lot of black, but I absolutely adored this page. In case you're wondering which colors I used, these are the Tule Art paint markers, as you can see. So the E stands for Earth Tone, and WF is Wildflower. And if you just have an E, it's Essentials. In case you're wondering, in case you want to recreate this, that is the color scheme that I had for that one. And then I did this lovely Cinderella page. I will first show you the colors I used. So the normal numbers are Guangna, and everything else is Tule Art, I believe. Yes, the other ones are Tule Art again. In case you were wondering, that is the color scheme. So this is the finished result of that color palette. Really lovely. I did add some lines around her eyes and around her mouth because they weren't there. And also around her eyebrows, I think. I also added some lines because I didn't like the lineless look. And it is gorgeous, in my opinion. I love it. It's so dreamy. It's one of my favorites in this book. And then the last one that I did for this month in this book is The Hunter from the Fox and the Hound. Oh, let me show you the color scheme first. So the P stands for blue purple, I think. Yeah, purple, blue purple. Everything else is also Tule Art, and the number above it is actually Guangna, in case you're wondering. So that is what I used for this one, and it's The Hunter from the Fox and the Hound. It turned out pretty good. It was a nice simple page to do in between. So yeah, this was my extra page for the month, which was not part of the body. And I also did one more page, which was the page of Shanti, which is this lovely page. But the reason I did this is because if you look at the solutions in the back, the colors are completely off. Look how dark, and look what it looks like now. This is not what it looks like in the movie. This is what it looks like in the movie. So I changed the colors up quite badly. Well, I like how it came out, but I mean the one in the back is horrible. So these are the colors that I used. So these are the Guangna markers and some Tule Art. So yeah, then you can recreate this. So that was actually the last page in this book for this month. But one that I had to do to finish off this lovely book. So that is the 4 pages that I did in Le Grand Classique Tome 1. The next color by number that I've got for you is The Little Mermaid, Le Petite Sirène, by Hachette Hero. This is the movie, the special movie book. Oh, let me show it like this. It shows it as well, like film. So this is the specific one for the book space, or the books. This specific movie one, because you also have Vaiana or Moana, I don't know what they called it. I think Vaiana. And also Beauty and the Beast, and I think Rapunzel is coming soon, and they've got Lilo and Stitch. I think that's everything that's out there. Like here you only see these 2. So I also have this one in a second. And I did only 1 page in this lovely book, which is this one. And where are my colors? Here they are. Let me show them to you, in case you are wanting to recreate this. Again, Tule Art paint markers. So everything that was lines, I written down on the left, and I've got no number. So that means I used black. But for these ones, I've got both lines and page or stuff on the page that actually did have that color. So I've got both. So where there were lines, I used the black, and if it was a section, I used this. So that is how I did it. And this is the result of it. Really, really cute actually, this page. Like the skin tones are maybe a little bit light, but it fits the page in my opinion. Not too bad. I really liked it. So that is everything that I did in this lovely book. So that's my second page done, because I'm starting in the back of this one. And then I also colored in my Beauty and the Beast one, because I would like to finish this one next year. And also the Little Mermaid one. I also want to finish that next year. So I'm already trying to work in it this year. So I'm set up for next year. So in this book, I did 4 pages, I believe. This one I did last month. And this month I started with this one early in the month. But it's a bit of a mess. And I'm not sure if you can use the palette. But I changed it also up. And I also have several colors for several numbers. As you can see, I got 2. Depending on where on the page. So I also made an A and a B for some, like 7B, you see what I mean? So it's a bit complicated, but these are Guangna markers. This is the Chinese brand that I bought, the ink flow ones. And that's basically it. So I don't know if this is useful, but at least you can see the colors that I picked for each symbol. And this is the result then. And why did I change everything up, you might ask? Let me show you. The solutions are completely different. This is not how the movie looks like. This is what the movie looks like, roughly. Not like this ugly, whatever this is, turquoise bullshit. Like, no. Just no. No, 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 no. And that counts for almost every page in the book. There are just too much turquoise greens. This is what it roughly should look like, according to the movie still that I found. So I try to change it up to nice blues and how it's supposed to look like. So that is this color scheme, just in case you're wondering. And I also use my Chinese markers and my Guangna for this one. So let me show you the colors again, in case you also have this one. Not sure if you do, but if you do, you can use them. At least you can see the colors that I swatched out. So that is this one. So this is what it looks like next to it. So I changed it quite a bit as well. Especially these ones. I made more like lighter pink. And I made these ones more blue-gray. Those are these two. Because the turquoise doesn't fit with the page, in my opinion. Now it looks like the movie again. And that's my goal with this. That it looks like the movie. So the next one was actually Belle's house. Which was really dark, as you can see over here. Really dark color scheme, and I changed it all up. So these are the colors that I picked out. And for some I even have 2 again, as you can see, because this was used in the sky, but also for these bushes. So I picked a lighter one for the sky and a darker one for the bushes, because that is what it's shown in the movie. So these are the colors. Yeah, if you want the colors, you should just take a screenshot so you can look in your own collection, which looks the same, if you like this result. So that's this one. And then I did one more, which is this lovely page. I will first show you the colors like this. So you have roughly an idea. Like I did use some darker ones for these two. So I used like that one for number 4 and a darker one. So just so that you are aware of that. As you can see, I used like more like gray tones, as you can see, because it was a bit light otherwise. And I added in the lines because there were no lines in this one. So yeah, that is the last one that I did in this book. And I've been going through my book and making the new swatches basically of what I would like them to be. And I've done that all the way up till page 24, I believe. You see? Not with swatches yet, but I did write them down. So that is what I'm doing. I'm going through the book, like seeing what it should be, find the movie still of that specific page and recreate it with my own colors. So the next page that I did in the Beauty and the Beast special is actually page number 20. So this is the colors that I picked out. So you can take these swatches to get the next result, because the solutions are pretty dark. I also add in the lines myself. So these are all the cheap Chinese brand markers, the the Open Ink Flow ones. They're pretty good. I did mess up her skin because it was supposed to be a different color. So that is why I've also got these marks, because I switched them up accidentally, but it still looks really nice. So yeah, that is this one done, but I will show you the solution as well so you know what the difference is. Like, this is what it looks like in the solutions, and this is what I made of it. So I lightened it up a little bit. Like, this is not the worst actually, but you can see there are no lines, and in mine there are. So I just added them in and it looks wonderful. So that is everything that I did in this lovely book. So that is why this one takes a bit more time, and that's why I also took time to find specific colors. So for everyone that just got them back, we are done with the Disney color by number, and now we're going to continue with the normal books. So I've got this one for the Color the Fairy Tale hashtag by Jordy Colors, and the theme for February was Puss in Boots. And I did this as a buddy with the Girl on Fire coloring. The Girl on Fire coloring, I think it is, on Instagram. And we did the Puss in Boots page, but we didn't just do one, we did both sides. So I used the color palette by Joanna Stone. I don't have it right here, but I do know I've got it somewhere printed out. So yeah, I used the color palette that belongs with this lovely page. Do I have it? No, I don't. Okay, never mind. But yeah, this was the one that I originally picked as the body page. As you can see, I used metallic paint pen on the edge. These are the super, what are they called? I've got them right here. The Guangna one. The super golden markers, these ones. With the purple packaging. But yeah, they come like this. It's a bit of a mess. But they're really nice. They're nice ones. They're really shiny and really beautiful to use. So I use that on the edge. I hope that will not drop on the ground. So that is what I use for this page. And I use the color scheme by Joanna Stone. I will also link that in the description for you guys, so you can find it. It's free, those color palettes for the Color the Fairy Tales. And I also use the same color scheme on the left page. And I like it. I really like it. Like, it's more of a moody page with the brown tones, you know, like it's not as colorful as I usually would. Normally I would color some red, some purple, some pink, you know, like a lot more colors basically. But this is way more muted for me. And I actually like them now, because these were two of my least favorite pages in this book. So I'm glad I've got both of them done. But they work really well. This is all done with Polychromos pencils. But what I do in this book, which I found out, it actually works in the World Fairy Tale book, the Japanese version. If I use my Polychromos, I just color it like I normally would. You don't have to overly like smoosh it or anything. Just make a nice layer of pencil, and then you take your colorless alcohol marker and you just go over it. And it becomes really vibrant and really soft and smooth, just like this one. And it's a lot more vibrant than what you would get normally with the Polychromos, because the Polychromos are not really a huge fan of Erie paper. But in this way, look how vibrant it becomes. It's gorgeous. So that is my new favorite way to color in Erie books. And I hope it will also work in the other ones. But I've only tested it so far in this one, just so that you know. This one is safe to use the alcohol colorless blender in. Alright, and my buddy, the Girl on Fire coloring, she also did both pages. And yeah, she was messing about with color choices. So she didn't know exactly what she wanted for this house. So I will put that page, like the left one, I put it on top of my puss, so that you can see both of them at the same time, because she also did both sides. And in the end, she was really happy with the result. But she has two books, so she was also messing about in the other book. So I only have these pictures. I don't know if she already finished it in her other book as well, but I've got this one for you. So as you can see, she went for a nice warm brown for the house. Red trees, which make it like more of an autumny feel, but I think it works. I really like it. I also like the cat. I just love a ginger cat, let's be honest. It's the best way to go for Puss in Boots. That's just how he is supposed to be, in my opinion. He's a ginger cat. So yeah, I really like how that one came out. And then I will put her Puss in Boots page on here, so you can also see them at the same time. And she went for really vibrant colors, just like what she did on the left. She went for like yellow and bright red and bright blue, like all the royal colors. That's how I would call it. royal colors. And then for the feathers, she didn't know exactly what she wanted. If she wanted even more yellow, like gold yellow, or if that was too much. I was like, yeah, that might be too much. Maybe you should pick a color that is somewhere else in the picture. And that's exactly what she did. And I think she nailed it. I like how it pops. And I think she was really happy with it too. So yeah, that was awesome. I am so happy that we both did both pages. Then next up was another buddy that I did this month, which is in the Traveling Animal Band Orchestra, I believe. I still didn't write it down, people. But yeah, I know that is the name, so I don't have to write it down, do I? And I've done... I finally done 2 of them side by side, because the last buddy that I did was this one with Jess. And this month we came back because this was for November, and now the month of February 2026 we did this one. So now I've got a double done, and I used the exact same colors as I used on the right. I also used on the left. So this is my wonderful page. I just love it, like nice and warm colors. And yeah, there was a lot of tree and a lot of green. But those little duckies, they're my favorite. Like, look at them. No. I wanted yellow duckies because I just love them. And then I wanted the mama duck because I think this is mama duck. This is not just the one like showing you which way to go. No, this is mama duck. I wanted her to have a pop of color. So I used some turquoise that I also used for the fences to finish it off. So yeah, I'm really happy with my result. I will place Jess her page over here. And she went really muted, like just like her Owl Cafe. She went with the muted browns and the gray tones, and she did use a pop of color. She used the yellow for the car, which was a really good idea because that makes her picture pop. It fits with her page, you know, her color scheme. It's way better with a yellow car than a red one because she has much cooler tones on the paper. But it is adorable, don't you think? I don't think you can go wrong with this page. It's just so adorable, so stinking adorable. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. I think she has as well. Like, yes, there were a lot of trees, and yes, it was a lot of brown. But we survived. We did that first, both of us. So yeah, thank you so much for buddying with me, Jess. And who knows, maybe we'll have some more buddies in the future. I'm sure we will. Because Jess is doing a lot of Asian books this year, because she wants to color in all her Asian books, and she will have one tokumeku each month that she focuses. So who knows, maybe we've got something in common for this month to come. Who knows, we never know. We might have another one soon. And then the next one that I colored is in Fairy Tale Worlds by Maria Trolla, or Sagen. And I did 2 pages in this one. Let me see, which one was the buddy? I did... I think this one is the buddy. Yes, this one was the buddy, the goose girl. Or the goose something. Yeah, the goose girl, I think it's called. And that was the one that we did as a buddy page with my friends Charmaine Creative Coloring here on YouTube and Instagram. And Color by-Adry, Adriana, also on YouTube and Instagram. They both have a YouTube channel by now, so I will link both of them in the description. But as we all know, I always do both pages. But I wasn't planning to color this one at first because it's one of my favorites in the book. But I decided to do it anyway because it was perfect for color in February. And that was one of the hashtags for this month, for February. And also because Jess picked this one for a full book color along for this month. So I was like, oh, that is 2 in 1, you know? So I don't have to do anything extra if I don't want to. Because I'm trying to keep up with what she picks. But yeah, sometimes I only know it. But like for this buddy group that I'm in, we pick in turns. So I think next up is Caroline because she joined us for next month. So she will pick, not for March, but for April probably. Because we always pick in turns. So we got 2 more extra friends for coming months. So that will be fun. But yeah, I used some watercolor in this one. And my ear just popped. I can't hear anything now. So I used like metallic gold on the jewelry box or whatever it is. And on her little, what do you call it? Little wand? Yeah, wand. And some metallic watercolor as well, like pink ones with glitter. Yeah, you can see it. It's a bit hard to show it on screen. Like I also used it on the flowers a little bit. But it's really shiny when you look at it like up close. But yeah, it's adorable. It's such a cute page to do. So I finished both of these early on in the month, like the first week, I think. And then later in the month, I did these two, because these were the two pages that Jess did for a full book color along in January of this year. And I hadn't done them yet because at the time I already had another page planned for January and I didn't have time to do these two. So I was like, let's catch up and do these two so that at least I'm done for this year, what Jess did for this year. So I did these two. I was a little bit inspired by what Jess did. She used red for her building, but also for the roof. She used a lot more red and a lot of pink. And I thought like, oh, that is really pretty. But I also wanted some blue for the roof and some other greens because she used her usual green. And I'm not a huge fan of that one. I like my more turquoisey greens and warmer greens. So that is what I did. And I made the bird blue. Because this is the hummingbird, I think. Or no, the nightingale. The nightingale. That's how this fairy tale is called. The nightingale. And I really am in love with the result. I really like how it came out. And I try to make like a invisible line so that it has the same vibe on both sides, same look. And I really like how it came out. So yeah, I'm really proud of this one. So now I will show you my buddies pages. So at first it was just Charmaine Creative Coloring and Adry who joined me. So I will first show both of theirs. So I'll put Adry's colored page on mine, and then I will put Charmaine's here on the right. So as you can see, Adry did a lovely blue sky and a beautiful purple pink dress with lots of green. Like her goose are almost looking like gold ones, you know, like popping. I don't know what she did with them, but it looks interesting. That's to say the least. I also like her hair, the way she did her hair and the sky. I think the dress, her hair and the sky are my favorite parts of her one. And then if I look at Charmaine one, she made this like, you know those little stones that you find on those pathways in the wood? You know, those little rocks? That's what she did with her road. And I love it. I love it. And then the poppy, like she made them poppies, her flowers. She made them red and pink, and they literally pop out of the page. I love that. I also like the pink in the sky and on her apron as well. Like pink is just the way to go, people. I love it. But that was not all, because we had Caroline join us, like I told you just a second ago, but she also managed to do this page as well. So I'll pop it in over here to the right of mine. And as you can see, she also did a good job. She used also a lot of purple, just like us. So I think we all had a similar idea, like pick a main color and just pop it everywhere. So all of us used a lot of green. And all of us used either pink or purple, which I like. I like it, how cohesive it is. She also went for a blonde hair, just like Charmaine and me. So yeah, thank you so much for buddying with me, ladies. And I can't wait for next month. So that is everything that I've done this month in Fairy Tale Worlds. And I will color in it again in March, which you have already seen by now. My plans are already up. And then I colored again in my Moda coloring book, because this one was not on my plans for this month, but I had to do this because there's this adorable page in the back of the book that is perfect for Valentine's Day. Look at that. This one. This was the one that caught my eye first. So let me show you this one first. So I did this all with watercolor, no pencils whatsoever, just watercolor all the way. So I did several layers of watercolor, but with really little water. And I used my granulating Holbein color in the background, really diluted. And it works wonderfully on this page. So stinking cute. But of course I couldn't just do one. No, I also did this one. Like I like this one a lot less, the way it came out, but it's still stinking adorable. Just look at that little squirrel coming in. Like I didn't even color all the trinkets because I was like, yeah, no, I can't be bothered. I might go back in with some pencil and finish that off if I want to, but you don't even see it. If I wouldn't have told you, you wouldn't have noticed it. But because everything is so light and pastel, I think it doesn't really matter that I didn't color it. I might be able to finish it up a little bit with some colored pencils, but I'm not inclined to do so because I actually like the look of this, you know? Nice and soft look for both of them. So yeah, that's another 2 pages done in my squirrel book. because this is my favorite book. And my goal this year was to color more in this book whenever I felt like it. And that was this. So this was like a happy accident because I was like, yes, I feel this today and I'm doing it. So that is what I did in my Mona coloring book. And then we had my Draglings book by Randall Spengler. This is the number 1. There's also a second one from the same artist. And I picked a page myself this month. Because usually I go in order in this book, but I found this just too adorable for Valentine's Day. It's called It Tastes Better When We Share. As you can see, I did not color the name tag because I didn't feel like it, but I colored everything else. And I tried to use the same color scheme as Randall Spengler did. So when you type this name of the artwork in together with Randall Spengler, you will find this specific art piece by him. So you've got a reference picture for the colors to use. And I did these with my Ohuhu pencils. My Ohuhu Halawa, that's how they're called. Like, they work like crap on some papers. And like on Maria Trolle, they don't work as great, you know. On, which book did I use it on last? It was hideous. It was one of Maria Trolle's book. I think it was Nightfall. Like one of her older English versions. It worked like crap in that one. I don't know what was wrong with it, but it didn't work. But in this one, smooth as butter. And then I'm like, what the hell did you do to your pencils, Ohuhu? What did you do that it works great on this paper and it works like shit on good paper? Like, what did you do? I don't know, but I'm happy that it works in this book because that means I've got a nice pencil to work in for this one. Because I don't like Amazon paper, but now it looks so freaking vibrant. I'm in love with it. Yeah, I'm really happy with this one. So yeah, now I know that the Ohuhu pencils work great on Amazon paper. So that's a win for me. Because I don't like them that much in certain books. And in this one, yes please. So next up, I've got my mythographic pages. I did 2 pages this month. And one of them was actually a buddy with Serenity Colors on Instagram. That's one of my friends. And I was in Mythographic Voyage. But I'm first going to show you the color along that I did this month, which was in Labyrinth, which is the first one in the folder. That's why I'm going to show you that one first. So I've got 2 pages to show. And the first one is in Labyrinth. So let me open this for you. And as you can see, it has these plastic folders. And I put them on both sides. So I can just flip it. And these are only the ones that I kept from the books. Because I only kept my favorites. So I only have like so many left out of all the books that I own. And this was actually the color along for February. The one that I promised you guys. And I used only alcohol markers. And a little bit of gold acrylic paint pen to do some highlights. Like there's some, I'm not sure if you can see it. Let me take it out. Come on. Let me show you it. Like there's some gold in the wings, like small dots. Yes, you can see it a little bit. And I did some on her skin, those little bits, and on her wings, some dotting. And I did the same for those 2, also some gold. But yeah, this is all done with alcohol markers. And this is a color along on my channel. So I will list the playlist up here for all the mythographic color alongs that I've done. But this is actually like all done with alcohol markers, except for the highlights with the gold. So that is something that you can find on my channel. So I did this especially for by-Adry for Jess to celebrate her birthday. Because coloring Bumblebee, you know, bees. And also for coloring February because of the little fairy. So it was a nice combination, like 2 in 1. Perfect for this month. And then my buddy that I did is actually in Voyage, Mythographic Voyage. So we're going to go all the way up here. And it is this lovely page. So let me also pull this one out for you. I've already done the other one as well. Come on. This was my very first buddy I ever did actually. But this is the one that I did as well in the month of February, as you can see. This was a buddy with my friend Serenity Colors on Instagram. And I chose this page. But I also used only alcohol markers and then gold paint pen on the butterflies, but also on the ribbon, as you can see. So yeah, I used it also on the net. So it catches your eye a little bit more. But mainly on the butterflies, just for some extra. So this one will also be a color along on the channel, but I have not edited it yet. So it's it is coming, but I don't know if it's going to be March or April, but it is coming. So there will be another mythographic color along, and it will be this one, because the other one is already up on my channel, but this one is not yet. So it will come, but give me some time to edit it, because it's a lot of work editing color alongs, especially with alcohol markers. This is also only alcohol markers with just some gold paint pens on top. Oh, I did it the wrong way around. Hold up. They should be like this. All right, so that is everything I've done for my mythographic. I will place Serenity Colors page here on the right next to mine, so you can also see her finished page. As you can see, she also went for yellow and pink and blue, so it's a pretty similar color scheme that she used, but hers is so different. She went with blue butterflies, and she used like this glitter gel pen on it, so it's really sparkly. And she also added some stars in the sky, because she felt like it was a bit too plain and she just wanted to add something. And I think it worked out really good, you know, like before, yes, I agree. Maybe the background was a bit too like, it is what it is. And now that she added the dots and the stars, it actually worked out. So I think that was a good choice. I'm just in love with the sparkle. I just can't say anything else. I love the sparkle. Just like I added sparkles on my butterflies, I love the sparkle. So thank you so much for coloring with me, Serenity. And I can't wait for our next buddy next month. Or I put them in this lovely folder of mine where I've got all my mythographic pages. So it's pretty thick, as you can see. But yeah, it's a nice way to keep them safe. And you can just flip it and just take it out what you want to color, which is really handy in my opinion. So those were 2 color alongs that you have, one already up on the channel and one that is coming soon. So next up, I worked in my newest book. I think this is my newest, yes. So I bought this one not too long ago. I think 2 weeks ago or something. But it took, no, 3 weeks ago, because it took them 3 weeks to send it to me. And then it came damaged. So you see, there's like this huge dent in the front. You can see it better on the inside, see? And also on the back. But besides that, the book is pristine. It's perfect. And I've done a double page in here not too long ago. I finished it this morning. So I did this lovely spread. And I started in the background. So all of this is Neocolor too. Because my sister, she bought, let me show you it. She bought these, just this one. The 50-year anniversary special edition set. But she bought the, what is this one called? It has a name. I don't know which name this one. You have like dark and, you know, like pastel. I don't know which one this is. It doesn't really say it, does it? No. There are like 5 of them, I believe. 5 different ones. And each of these have 3 new colors or something in them. Or 1, I don't know exactly. There were new colors, especially for the 50th anniversary set. And she bought one of the 5 packs to test out if she liked them. But she didn't like them. So she gave it to me to test out. So I tested it out in the background. And I absolutely hated it. Let me tell you, I hated it, how it worked. Like, when you don't use enough water, it barely dissolves. It just doesn't work. But if you use a little bit more water, it's getting the splotchiness. And I'm like, why? You know, you make it, you can see it dissolving. And then when you want to make it smooth, because it moves, like the pigment moves to the outside for some reason when you put water on it. And then you try to put it back in place with your brush. And if you use even more, the paper is starting to peel. Like, you actually want to use this stuff in a book that can't handle watercolor. And now I had to use even more water than I could with watercolor. Like, what the hell? So I was like, no, I don't like this. Never again. Not for me. It's just not my medium, people. Like, look at that. Look at that texture. Like, here it's still pretty okay. But if you use a darker color like here, look. Ugh, what is this? What is this? Like, no thank you. So I was like, done straight away. And everything else I did with Holbein and Polychromos, I believe. So these leaves are Holbein, the bluey ones. And the other leaves are all Polychromos. And then the flowers are Holbein again. And also the butterflies, they're also all Holbein. So I used both of them on the page. And they work both pretty good on this paper. And I really am happy with how it turned out. Really vibrant. Like, maybe I I wanted the background a bit more bolder, but the soft looks also work. And yeah, to be honest, I thought it was looking good like this and it doesn't need any more, so I just left it. So that is the first page done in this lovely book. Because this is one of her older books, I believe. When was this printed? In 2018, so it's one of her earlier works. But yeah, I bought this one not too long ago. So I literally just bought it this month because of the reason that it might go out of print soon. So therefore, at least I've got my favorites from her older books now. And this was the last one that I wanted from her old ones. Then I colored in this lovely book, Anne of Green Gables coloring book. The story coloring book, to be precise. It's a Korean book. And yes, I know it's hard to find for a lot of people, but this is the ISBN. I know it is available on Etsy, but it's usually pretty expensive. Like, I think you have more luck going to Your Color Creations. It's a Dutch website. That one has a lot of Korean and Japanese books for way better prices. And yes, the shipping will be a lot because you don't live in Europe or far away. But at least they've got good service. They handle it with care. And they will let you know. If you ask them how much it will be to ship ABC, blah, 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 how many you want, to get like a specification of how much it would cost you, they are happily answering your questions if you want to know. But at least you know they take good care of the books. They will package it nicely, no problems. So yeah, this one is by Jin Kyung Yoon. And I did the very first page in the book. I did this one. It's not my best work, let's just say it like that. But I am trying to only use watercolor in this book. And yes, the paper doesn't like it that much. But like it gets really crinkly, you see? But I don't care. I just want to have an easy and fun time in this book. And that's what I have by doing it like this. I'm just not really that happy with her face. Like, I will pull it closer. Look, it got damaged a little bit. And I don't like that. Because I can really see it. Maybe for you it's not as noticeable. But that is the part I do not like about it. I do like the softness of the pink in the background. And the green on the house and her dress. I like all of that. So I shouldn't be that tough on myself. That's my opinion. But I still am. Because I know I can do better than this. But I think it's cute. Because like last time I did this page. This double. And it's the same look. You see? Nice and soft. You know, like pastel look. But really faded. And I wanted the same for this one. So this one is already pretty vibrant. But I think this is the style I'm going for the whole book. So I didn't want to change it. So that is what I did in this book this time around. It's one of my favorite pages in the book. So I'm really happy to have another one done. And I actually enjoy doing it. But yeah, it's the same one as this one. But maybe this would have looked better with the blue dress. But I went for like more this green for her dress. Maybe that was the wrong choice. But who knows. I like this one. I really liked it. I enjoyed myself. And then I colored in the Desert Fox Sogoyomi book, the Warm for Seasons. I was supposed to color in the other one, which is the Mysterious Journey coloring book, also by Sugomi. But I couldn't make up my mind which one to color. And I was like, well, Jess had 3 pages picked in this one. So I said, I can't make a choice. Can you pick something for me? And she said, well, I picked these 3. You could do those, either one of them. I said, like, yeah, I will do all of them. Yes, I will do all of them. Because I had a horrible day. My back was in pain. And I just needed something to do. I needed a project for the day. And this was it. So I started with the first page that she flagged. And I finished all 3 of them, just to let you know. So this is one of the pages that she flagged. I used my Holbein pencils, which work wonderfully in this book. Like, they're a dream to work on this paper. Like, my Polychromos is hard to use on this paper. But my Holbein, perfect. Perfect. So if you have Holbein, use it, people. Use it. Because look, this is the original and this is mine. In case you were wondering which one is which. Because they look pretty similar. Like, yes, I warmed up my tree because I love it warm. That's just the way I am. Same with the grass, a little bit more vibrant. That's just the way I like it. But everything else I try to keep the same. And I'm really happy with it. So that was the first one. It was pretty easy to do, this one. I like all the effect on the water. I did use some paint pen for the highlights. So I used a yellow one and a white one for my Tuli art to make the highlights. Like, you always see these little dots on her artwork. and I just dot them in at the end. But this is all with colored pencil. So only the dots I do afterwards. And then I went to the second one that she marked, which was this one. And I also love how this one came out. But again, I made it more vibrant than the original, as I always do, because that's what I like. And yes, I used the same colors, as you can see. And again, my Holbein pencils. This one took a little bit longer because of all the green. I had a bit more trouble getting the right shades, but it worked out really well. So yeah, I love this one as well. It's all adorable. They're all like spring-like, and I needed that day. I just needed it. And then the last one that Jess had tagged was this lovely page. And again, I'm so happy with the result. Like mine is, again, more vibrant, lighter, bit more colorful. Like the sky here is a bit like moody. Mine is also still moody, but less moody than that one. And yeah, I just made it a bit more vibrant because I thought this was a little bit too muted for my liking. So I used the exact same greens as I used before because I liked them. And I'm really happy with how it came out. These books are just my sweet spot, you know, they're nice and simple for me. And this is just my comfort coloring. If I don't want to pick my own colors, I'll just follow this. And that's what I love because they're all stinking adorable, all of them. And these are exactly my color scheme. Like maybe not the green, but everything else, yes. Yes, turquoise and pink is definitely me. So that is everything that I did in the Warm for Seasons coloring book. So that means I've done now 4 pages because I've only done one before. So I was like, well, that is actually a good thing then. Then this one also got some more love because this is the one I like more than the Mysterious Journey one. So that's why I was focusing on Mysterious Journey instead of this one. But I was like, yeah, I can cheat and play in this one instead, you know, for one time. It's okay. I'm allowed to do that. So yeah, I had a lot of fun in my Desert Fox book. And then I went on to Cute Animals of Stella Village. I did this as a buddy with a colorful mother of 3, Maria. And we picked a really cozy page. They were knitting on the couch. Look, I made it pastel because this is the original. And of course I went pastel. I used my Ohuru pencils. And they work pretty good, as you can see, but they're not the best on this paper, but they work. They definitely work. I also did use some polychromos, but not too much. I used some on the browns because they weren't working that great. But I did finish it up with Ohuru, so the look would be overall the same. But yeah, I love how stinking cute they are together. I just love the turquoise and the pink colors with some yellow and warm browns. That's just like my perfect color scheme for this book. So I'm really happy with the result, but my goal in this one is to keep it simple. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Just pick colors you like and go. Because in my other books, I copy this. But in this one, I don't like this. This is not me. This is me. So therefore, I change it up. But I don't do that with every book. So I will place Maria's page over here. She went also with different colors. She used a lot of greens for the backgrounds. I think she used even washi tape, I believe. Yes, yes. And she made a panda from the Santa. So she changed it up because she didn't like the elements with the Christmas. So she just stuck stickers, I think, on top of it. Oh my God, I can't talk. So yeah, I thought that was really really creative, you know, like also with the washi tape. I am crap in using washi tape on these pictures or in any book for that matter, but I love the result when people do it. So I was really happily surprised to see her do that. And I think she enjoyed it as well. I'm sure she did. So yeah, thank you so much for the buddy, Maria. I enjoyed this very much. So that is another lovely page done in this book. And while we're at it, I'm also going to show you the page that I've done earlier last year in December, which is this one. And I never showed you Jessa page, so I will put that up here because I forgot to include it in my last video of January because she finished it early January. So I'll place Jessa page here. She pretty much followed the original except for the wallpaper because like who wants this like color of a wallpaper? She made it like a lovely soft bluish tone and I was like, oh, that's perfect. Like I loved it. I absolutely loved her wallpaper. It fits so nicely with the color scheme. I wish I would have done the same because it's just so stinking adorable. So yeah, thank you for that, buddy Jess. It's better late than never, I would say. So that was that one. And I got another buddy that I did in, when was it? November? I don't even know anymore. It was like the bird page in Kanoko Agusa Symphony of Cute Animals. I did that with ALLJ Colors, Amanda, here on YouTube. I will put mine and her page on the screen. The one on the right is mine, and the one on the left is hers. So she finally finished it, I think, 3 weeks ago, I think. It was not that long ago, but I remember it because she wasn't feeling the page at the time, so she wanted a little break. And when she finally came back, she actually was inspired to color it again. So she was happy that she waited, and it was totally worth the wait, as you can see. Really vibrant colors. I really like her background with the subtle greens and the blues, you know, like it's a nice combination. And I also like that she used roughly the same colors throughout the birds, but all of them are just a slight tad different. And I like that. I really like it. It's completely different than mine, but I love it. So thank you, Amanda, for that, buddy. It's finally done. So I thought let's include it right here. And then I got this lovely book, Looking for the Bell of Happiness. It's a cat book. And I did another page in this with my watercolors. I was enjoying myself that day. I did all the watercolors this day, and I did both of them, as you can see. I picked out this one originally because of the Japanese Korean coloring with the, I don't know what the tag, like the keywords were, but this fills in that that one for Valentine's Day, of course. So I picked that one, but I also wanted to do this one at the same time. So I used the same colors on both sides, and I only used watercolor. No pencils, nothing else, just watercolor. I used my Paul Rubin watercolor. And yes, it's messy in places. So I've got a little bit of pink here, a little bit of blue splotchy there. But that is fine. I'm going to do this book only in watercolors, I've decided. So I do like a light wash. And then I go over it with a second wash and a third wash. And that's how you get these layered effects with the several colors in one place. And the same with the flowers. I went over some of them a second time to add in different colors. The same with the leaves over here. And the same with these flowers as well. So that's how I get that result. I let it dry in between. Because yes, this paper can take watercolor really well. But make sure you let it dry in between layers. Because you can't really like soak it to death. Because then it will peel up. Because that is what happened last time when I worked in this book. On this one. You can also see it. See? It's like this grainy texture. That's because I worked wet in wet, and that's something it doesn't like. And now that I didn't do that, look how smooth it looks. That's the difference between too much water and not letting it dry in between. So you can still use quite a bit of water, but just make sure you let the layers dry before you go back in with a different shade, because that is something it doesn't like. But if you just do it one at a time, one layer at a time, you're fine. It's so adorable. I love them. I love both of them. They're actually my favorite pages I've done this month, I think. So that was Looking for the Bell of Happiness. And then I've got a new book in my collection. That was a present by my lovely friend, Fungus Love Color on Instagram. She accidentally bought this one double. She found out that she had a double in her closet. And she's like, oh, you want one? I was like, yes, please. So she sent it to me, the lovely... yeah, so lovely. It's so nice, you know. Like I said, you can wait till my birthday, you know, then you can send me a big package with everything you want to give me. But no, she had to send it straight away. So yes, it came in one piece. It's completely like in pristine condition. It's a wonderful book. It's adorable. I didn't know if I would like this because there's a lot of girls like this, you know, like this style. There's a lot of girl pages, but there's also a lot of cute animals in there. And I love her animals. This is Colors Make You Happy number 4 in the series because there are 4 of them right now. So this is the newest one. And I've done one page, as you can see. But just to show you a little bit, like there are a lot of pages with like humans like this. A lot of them, and those are actually the ones that I don't know if I like to color them because I'm not that into Japanese art, and there are like a lot of Japanese inspired pieces in there. But you see how many girls there are, Like, and there's also some animals, as you can see. So also in the back there are animals. So I did a testing page, which was this lovely page, to test my supplies on. So what I did is I did watercolor on the outer edge. So I did not use much water. I used a tiny brush with a little amount of water, like a really tiny brush. Let me grab one. That is roughly, I think it's roughly this size. So really small, maybe even smaller than this, but one that doesn't take much water at all. So a tiny brush with absolutely little amount of water. And I just did it bit by bit. So I just went in a little bit, because you have to keep adding paint because it sucks it up quite a lot. So it becomes splotchy. So you have to take your time by applying it, but it will take forever for that reason. But it doesn't bleed through, as you can see. Only when you use too much, it will. And then also, see, you see some shading, but nothing bled through. See, perfectly fine. Then I went in with polychromos pencil in the corner, and I will actually show you this corner because I use more pigment. That is like the fuchsia tone in the polychromos set. So I discolored a little bit to a reddish pinkish tone. And I did the polychromos and then colorless alcohol marker on top to blend it out, to smoosh it out. And I did that for all of this pink in the background. They were all polychromos pencils and nothing bled through, as you can see. So that is also good to know, that is also an option on this paper. So polychromos with alcohol marker, colorless blender from the alcohol markers works great with polychromos on this paper. Then I also use my Chroma Flow on this little bunny, on her outfit. So that is Chroma Flow. I don't really like the look of it on this paper, but it does work. I used Ohuhu on these little birds. So this is Ohuhu. They were a bit scratchy, as you can see, not the best. This was polychromos, worked really well. I think that one is Holbein, and that one as well is also Holbein. And they work wonderfully on this paper. They work really well on the paper. So yeah, that is good to know. So the Holbein are my top choice for this paper, and then the polychromos. And the Chroma Flow and the Ohuhu, no, just forget about them. Like, they are not as easy to work with. So that is everything that I've done in this book. So yes, it is a test page for me, but it's still cohesive. So because I use the same colors throughout. So it's really cute. But I decided to keep this one because I really like it. So I thought, let's only do this one. But if I've got more energy and I would like to color some more, I actually got a page in mind that I would like to tackle, which is a double. Of course it is. When is it not? This one. I am in love with this page and I don't know why. I just like it. I like the vibe of the water lilies and the magical feeling with the butterfly. I think that's why, because it's so magical elements. And a lovely border. I love the border as well. And then the lovely boat. It reminds me a bit of the Rapunzel zine, you know. I think I might also use colors like that as well. Like really lovely pastels would work great with some gold accents on the outfits. They're like, how do you call them? Egyptian kind of motif it looked like the pharaoh style, you know what I mean? Maybe it's not supposed to be, but it looks like that to me. But it's also here on the back, but I don't like this. It's not going to be like this. That's not how I'm going to color this. But if I do, I would like to tackle that one, but it will not be on my plans. It will just be something I might do on my own. So the next book that I tackled, which is normally not on my plans, but I just chip away at it throughout the months, and if I finish something I will just show it to you. So I finally got my first page done in this book, because all of these pages in this book are double pages, and this was the one I liked the least. This is Home on the Range from 2013 or something. I don't know. It's old, okay? I don't know from when. Never seen it. I do not like the page, but now that I've finished it, I love it. It's absolutely wonderful. I love it. So yeah, I used Holbein on this entire spread, but oh boy, does this paper doesn't like pencils at all. It doesn't like pencils at all, people. I will repeat myself. It hates pencils. My sister tried Prismacolor. It wouldn't work for shit. You had to press really hard. Yes, there's no French in this video. It's just like the plain truth. This paper sucks for pencils. That's my opinion. Let me show you why. Look. See that? That is the waxiness. But look how much dents there are from pressing with my pencils, people. I was smushing it to death. And it's still grainy. It's hideous, in my opinion. Like that it doesn't blend out completely. It's just stupid. With that amount of pressure, it should have been perfectly pristine, you know? It isn't. So that is the only downside to this paper, that it doesn't really like this kind of coloring. But I still pushed through and finished it up. And I will still go the same route for the next page and the next one and the next one. Because I refuse to give up. And I like the result. So yeah, that is totally worth it. Like even the evil dude is pretty. See? The little piggies. Look at them. And then my favorite part. These ones. The little... Oh my god. Do you see what I see? I forgot the inside of his mouth. No. No. Fix this right now. This one is the one that I'm gonna use straight away. Fix it. There we go. And some pink on the tongue. Like it does go on pretty easily, but now it is perfect. Look. Yes, please. Okay, now it is done. Oof, that was close. That was a close call, people. So that is the one that I finally finished. It's my first double spread done in this book. I really like how I did the background with the different shades over here, with the purple and the pink and the yellows, the greens in the front. This makes it more alive, you know. The moment I had the background done, it was already like, yes, I love it. And then I had to do all the characters. And they were all brown, orange, more brown, like, ugh, you know. But I like the result. But the brown is not my thing. Let's just say it like that. And then I started on a different page, which is the turning red page. So this is still a whip, but I will still show you it. So this is how far I've gotten. So I started on the aunties. So this is just like picking out my colors. So when I pick out my colors, it looks something like this. Doesn't look pretty. Like the face I already done completely. So that one is done, but everything else is not done yet. And on this side, everything is done as well. As you can see, I did the mama. That's her, to be a evil mama. I love how she came out. She's so fiery red. And like, look, there will be flames next to her. So that is why I was like, okay, I can't use the red next to it, because this will also be orangey red because it's fire. And I want the little panda a lighter orangey tone like this. So I was like, okay, I need contrast. So I did this. I did a lot of black next to it. That's why it's so kabang, you know, but it does work. It's really pretty. And then I also did the stupid boy band. But they turned out pretty good. Like I had a lot of trouble with their faces because it's pretty small and the pencils don't blend as nicely on small spaces. But I did my best. They look good in my opinion. I was happy with them. So that is that done. So my next goal is to finish them up and then start on the gate of the house. Like this is the entrance to their temple, I believe. It's a temple to the red panda. Because that's why they get the power to turn into a panda. All of them will be pandas in the movie. It's amazing. It's amazing that they turn into pandas. That's what is amazing about it. The movie itself is not my favorite, but it was entertainable. But that is my whip in this lovely book. So I'm hoping to finish that up in March. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Because it's a lot of work. Next up, we've got 2 more books. So we're almost there. I promise. I might add on a few at the end because this is only up till the 25th and we still have a few days left. But next up, I call it in the Peter Pan book by Fabian Atanasio. This was a gift by one of my viewers. I don't know by who. Still a mystery, but thank you so much because I love it. So I finally did a proper double page spread. So I picked out this one because I had a few flagged with Tinkerbell in it because of February. And I picked this one because this was the page that I liked the least of the one that I flagged. Because yeah, you know why. It's just not my cup of tea. But I was like, okay, what shall we do? And I was like, okay, green with more like a turquoisey blue green in the background. So all of this was based with watercolor. So all this green, all of it, like basically everything, including those ghosts were not basically. Everything was watercolor except for these ghosties. Everything else was watercolor. him is only watercolor. There's no pencil on him. There's no pencil on any of this except for the flower ball where she's drinking the poison and on all the ghosties. So I used Polychromos pencils on the ghosties. And everything else is watercolor. All of it. I did several layers and I just plotted it in. Just went for it. So yes, when you look close, you see the texture, you see? I did that on purpose. I just dabbed it in so you could actually see the texture. And here I did it a lot more smoothly because that's what I liked for that. So it has a different texture, so it pops more. And now you can really see what's going on, because when it was uncolored, you couldn't really see what was going on. So yeah, I'm really happy, but look, I was a bit messy. So now I've got a little bit of blue on this page, but I think that is easily fixable. That is one of my favorites actually, with Tinkerbell on the flowers. So that is what I did in this lovely book. So now I've got, like, see, the first one done, which is the title page basically. So that was my testing page to see if watercolor would work. It works. It works wonderfully in this book. So that's why I did watercolor again. So I'm really happy to have an official page done in that one, a double. And then I went back to this book because last time I did the first 2 pages. As you can see, I did these 2 as a test, and now I did the back. So this is the one that I did in January, I think. The end of January I did this one. I used watercolor for the base. It was hideous. It was a nightmare. It looked terrible. I've also got like a color and chat for this one coming up in March. It will be up soon. I think I've got it planned for the 4th of March because I finally finished editing it. But you will see the nightmare that happened. The watercolor is a no-go for this book. I drowned it, people. I drowned it. But yeah, that one will be a video. But that's not the one that I did this month. I did something in the back of the book. So I still got my protection stuff in there, like a pizza thing. I like this pizza. Tuna. Nom 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 nom. I like that one. But yeah, I used oil pastels. So I only did this one. I was planning to also maybe do that one in the same colors, but I wasn't feeling up for it. So I haven't done that yet. But look, my book is already falling apart. Poor book. If that happens, I will just use my mushroom cutter from my Happy Planner and just bind it like that. But for now, it's stuck still. So I did oil pastel on this one. All of it is oil pastel, nothing else, just oil pastels. And this is also a color along on my channel that you've seen not too long ago, maybe a week ago, 5 days ago. Not that long ago. It was the 25th of February that it went online. So yeah, that is this one. Also for by-Adry, for Jess, to celebrate her birthday. So yeah, I thought her birthday was on the 18th. And I thought like, oh, I'm just in time for her birthday. But no. Because I finished this on the 17th, but no, it was the 13th. I was mistaken. And I was like doubting myself. Was it 13 or was it 18? And it turned out it was 13. I was like, ships. I was too late. But it's okay. I did multiple B pages for this month. So this was a nice addition. So this is a tutorial for how to use soft pastels in this book. And I also have it fixed with some, what do you call that? Setting glazing liquid. It's not an official fix, but it works. So now I can just do this and nothing happens. No junk comes off. So then you can easily close the book down and not worry about it. But I will put this back because this is my playbook. So I need pages to protect it in it, so I don't lose them. So that is everything that I've done so far in the month. If I've done anything else after this, I will clip it on right here. And then I did one more book this month, and it was the Classic Fairy Tale Masterpiece Coloring Book, Bringing the Classic Fairy Tales to Life by Paperflight. And I did the Puss in Boot page. That's what I did this month. Like, this was one that I actually had planned in my plans video, but then I switched it out for the Eerie book. But I was like, no, I still want to color in this book too. So I did this one on the 26th of the month. So just after filming my first segment, I did do this one the day after. And I just like the dreamy, soft look. I really like how my puss came out. I really like how the flowers are. It's just soft and dreamy. I used only Holbein. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. It's a nice one to do with the Holbein. The Holbein worked better than the Polychromos in this book, in my opinion. Like, this paper is pretty slick and smooth, and it has some resistance to pencil. So I think going for a look like this might be the solution for me. So that is everything that I've done in this book, and that is actually it for the month. So now I'm gonna go to my planner and we're gonna count how much I've actually done this month. So here we are again with the planner, and this time it is everything that I've done this month. So I'm gonna count the normal pages, which is everything besides color by number, and then I'm gonna do the same for the color by number. So let's count. So all these stickers are a page, so I should count them all. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So 36 normal pages. So let me write this down on one of my pieces of paper. 36. And then for Disney, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a few more here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because that's the last one I did. So 11 for the Disney. That's a shit ton. Like, what did I do? That is so much. Okay, and then I go to the back of my planner. And I've got this spread. And then I'll take one of my micron pens. Just a normal fine liner. And then I'll write it down. So I did 36 normal pages. Like, wow. Insane. And 11 Disney color by number. That is so many pages, people. Like, what the hell? And what I will do next is actually the following. I also have these pages and with the stickers, and I've got like all my books or categories listed out here. So what I'll do is I'll take out the spread of February. So these are my completed pages for this month. So I'll take them out like this, and I'll go back to the back of the planner, and I'll just grab my 2 pages like this. I'll put them one on top of the other, and I'll just start in order. So the first book that I called in is the Midnight Tea Party. Well, that one is not in this list, but it's actually on the next page, because here are my Tokumeku books. So I did Midnight Tea Party, page 21, 22, and a lot more, as you can see. So I'll should stick stickers on it. So I've got stickers here from my thing. So Midnight Tea Party is this one. So I can place 7 stickers. You see, 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. So that's a lot of stickers. I already got a few. So I accidentally stuck on the wrong ones not too much earlier. So yeah, now I can go to my I just usually go in order of what I've got here. So I need 7 stickers because 7 pages, 7 stickers. And then by the end of the year, when I've done this for all the months in the year, I can see how much I've colored overall in each book to see which one I gravitate to and which one I don't. And then I can maybe adjust that in my plans for next year. So that is 7 stickers in total for 7 pages. So that is what I will do for all of these books. So Nelco Neco is right here. So I will add 1 sticker to that, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that is why I keep track of this as well. Just for myself to keep track of what I do throughout the year in total in each book, instead of just the total amount of pages that I color. So yeah, that was everything for me for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll hope to see you for my next video. So thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.